Oh no, I didn't record any of this? Oh, shoot. Okay, yes. So find the vertex, right, which is h comma k. Remember, h is equal to negative b over 2a. And then once you find h is your x of your vertex. You got to plug that in to the function to find what your k is, what the y is when your x is h. So now this k is f of h. Put h in for x. So again, you can't solve for x because it's not equal to 0, right? It's just equal to y. So instead, what we're looking at is we're trying to find the vertex. This is a function. What kind of function is it? It's an x squared function, so it's going to be a parabola of some sort. It's going to be probably either going up or down. I want to know what the vertex is. Does everyone remember the vertex is in a parabola? First of all, should this be facing down or up?
Down.
Down. It's unhappy, right? It's negative. It is negative. So it's going to be like this. My vertex, just as a reminder, is this point right there. It's going to be a maximum. What's my A?
A is negative 16.
A is negative 16. Right? What's my B?
80.
80. Right there. What's my C?
4.
4. Good. So did we find what H was? What's H?
We got 2.5.
Yeah, so negative B,
2.66.
negative 80 over 2 times negative 16. If you work all that out, you'll get 2.5.
I got 2.666.
Oh, you gotta check your numbers. And then my K,
Yeah, still good.
80 divided by,
Negative 80 divided by 30.
oh, 2 times,
2.666.
2 times 16.
2 times 16 is 30. Oh, 32. Oh,
Mhm.
no wonder.
Okay, so, and you should doubt yourself, because on the exam, I have to give you something that's like a half or a quarter, or, you know what I mean, or a whole number. I'm not going to give you something that's like 0.66666. I'm not going to give you something like that. Okay. So then my K is when I put in H for X. So negative 16 something squared plus 80 times something plus 4. What am I going to put in there? 2.5. So let's see what you get.
Okay.
All right, so if I multiply this one out, I get negative 100 plus 200 plus 4. So I'll end up with 104.
Isn't it negative 200?
No, this is positive. 80 times 2.5?
Oh, I thought it was negative 2.5.
No, because it's a negative and a negative. Negative 80 divided by negative 16 makes it positive. You should also be suspicious if you ever get a negative, because you should never get a negative for your x and y, because x is time, so it should only be positive. So my vertex is 2.5, comma 104. That's the vertex. All right, so then what's the maximum height?
104.
104, that's my y, right? When does it occur? When my x is 2.5 seconds. Does that sort of follow? Does everyone see that? Maximum height is 104 feet, or is it, did I even say 104? When does he meet it? At 2.5, I think it's seconds. But it's from the vertex.
What confuses me on these
Oh, yeah,
problems is
let's
I
see.
don't know what
Let's see.
I don't know what they mean, but whatever you call it, like What do, like, I don't even know what we're doing here. I understand we're solving for
Okay, so the vertex,
X, but
the vertex is the highest point. A batter hits a ball, boom, it goes up. It hits a maximum, and then it starts dropping down. We're finding that maximum. It occurs when x is 2.5 and y is 104. So in this distance, 2.5 seconds, height of 104.
so the H is the solve for the vertex is negative 2.5, right?
It's positive 2.5.
Or positive 2.5.
Yep, at 2.5 seconds.
So how do I know that's seconds?
Because in the problem it says, sorry.
I'm so confused with these, like translating them into what it means.
The height y in feet after x seconds is given by that equation. So y is how high it is. X is how long it takes to get there. So it travels. After 2 seconds, it's here. After 2.5 seconds, it hits its maximum, and then it starts to drop down after that.
X
He fouls it off, and it goes shh. So, like that.
is 2.4, right? So that's seconds, 2.4 seconds.
2.5
Or
seconds.
2.5 seconds.
2.5 seconds.
Oh, well.
When x is 2.5, y is 104 feet. That's its maximum.
Oh, okay.
Here.
I think I got it now.
What was it again? Negative 16 x squared plus 80x plus 4. Here it is. Right, it goes up. It's a maximum, it comes back down again. And we don't care about that part that's above the ground.
Okay.
All right, so let's take a look at another problem. This one here. So, oops, oh, shoot. There we go. So given f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 8x plus 3, does the parabola open upwards or downwards? Figure out where it opens upwards or downwards. Find the vertex, and then use this formula, a times x minus h squared plus k. Remember my vertex is h comma k. A is from the beginning, ax squared plus bx plus c. To find the vertex form, just write it. You don't have to, and you're not doing it online, so you can just write it. It's fine. And then compare that to the original graph, the basic graph of x squared. How has it been shifted? What's the shift? And then find the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is what is y when x is 0. So that's what we're doing. We'll go over this in about 5 minutes, because we've got 2 more problems. I want to do this problem and one other problem with you before we head out. Okay, so does this open upwards or downwards?
Upward.
Upwards. It's 2, positive 2, so it's happy. So it is happy. So up. Great. Find the vertex. So h is equal to negative, what's my b? Negative 8 over 2 times a. So negative goes away, that makes it positive. 8 over 4 is 2. Now I need to find my k. K is equal to f of 2, right? So that's going to be 2 times, I'll do like this. So then we're going to put this guy in all of those spots. Means we end up with 2 times 2 squared is 2 times 4 minus 16 plus 3, so that's 8 minus 16 plus 3, which is negative
Negative 5.
5, yep. So my vertex is going to be 2 comma negative 5.
Yeah.
Good. All right, so then use f of x equals, so I'm writing in vertex form, I'm just gonna rewrite this. F of x equals, what's my a? 2. What's my x? Well, just write x, because x is your variable. Minus
Oh.
h, what's my h?
2.
2 squared plus, what's my k?
Negative 5.
Negative 5.
So the x is not 2?
The x is x. Remember, your function's always some y equals something with x in it. So your h is your x at the vertex. So h is the x at the vertex. So your h is 2.
Yeah, but your
But
x
the x changes, right? Remember, it goes like this. X depends upon what y is. It's not fixed.
Okay.
H is boom right at the bottom, so that's fixed. K is fixed, right? Those are your constants. So all these other numbers are constants. Y and x are my 2 variables. Is it better if I write it this way? Y equals? Does that make more sense for folks?
Oh, it's the same.
Yeah. How has it been shifted from y equals x squared? What's my shift? I would say look at your,
Oh, right 2 down 5?
look at your vertex, almost. Oh yeah, right 2. Oh, yeah, right 2. So 2 comma negative 5. That's my new center. So it's going to be right 2. Down 5. Does that make sense to folks? Are people good on that part?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then find the y-intercept. Aha. So the y-intercept is when x, what's y when x is 0? The easiest way to do it in is this one up here. When x is 0, these 2 go away, and you're left with 3. So here we have, I'll rewrite it. F of x is equal to 2x squared minus 8x plus 3. So here we're going to have y-intercept means x is 0. So that means that this goes away. This goes away. I'm just left with this. So it's going to be 0 comma 3. Your initial amount. Okay, the last one I want us to look at is this set of three things, which we should review because they're going to come up. We haven't seen them in a while. Remember those? Here, I'll make them bigger.
Oh, this way you're just pulling them
Yep, just pull them out.
out. Yeah, you got it
But it's been a little while since we've seen them,
right
so
one way.
we should review those. So these are all 2-type jails, right? None of them are 3-type jails, they're all 2-type jails. And they come out in groups of what?
2.
2, yeah. So simplify. You can't solve for x because there's no equal sign. Just simplify. So pull out what you can. here they are written out a little bit bigger. Take a look at the first one. So I'm gonna spread these all out. So 18, if I factor out 18, I know I can take a 2 out of it, I'll get 9. And I can't take a 2 out of that, I can take a 3 out of that, I'm left with 3. So these are my little leaves, I guess you call them. I'll put them in here, 2 times 3 times 3. And I have 3 x's, and I have 6 y's. And I know I'm going to pull them out in pairs, and I'm kind of write them, group them in kind of pairs. All right, so what can I pull out? I can pull a 3 out, so I get one of those out. Get a 3 out of here. And maybe I write it right away. I can pull an x out, pull a y out, pull out another y, another y. So then, what do I have left inside? A 2 and an x. So I'm going to rewrite this nicely as 3x y to the third, because there's 3 of them, times square root of 2x. That's my first one. Okay, so then the next one, we'll take a look at this one. So here, I can make them into one, if they're a same type jail, I can make them into one big jail. So I've got 6 is 2 times 3, and then x. And then 8 is 2 times 2 times 2, and I have 4 more x's. And these ones are in also a 2-type jail, so they come out in groups of 2. So this one and this one make 1 on the outside, so that's a 2. These 2 make 1 on the outside, it's another 2. And then I've got 2 x's there and 2 x's there. And I'm left with this 3x on the inside. So I'm going to rewrite that one as 2 times 2 is 4, x times x is x squared, times square root of 3x. I think where you're all left with is this one down here at the bottom, which, again, you want to make into one big jail and sort out what this is on top and what this is on bottom, and then cancel out from top to bottom first. After you cancel out from top to bottom, then pull stuff out of jail. Remember what is on the top? When you pull things out, what you pull out on the top stays on top, what you pull out on the bottom stays on the bottom. So let me see here. 20 is 2 times 2 times 5. 5 is just 5. So everybody has this so far?
Yeah.
Okay, did everybody cancel stuff out?
Yeah.
All right, what can I cancel? I cannot cancel the 5 and the 5. And these ends all cancel out. That's all that cancels out. Now, what can I pull out? Well, I can pull a 2 out on the top. And I can pull a N out on the bottom that stays on the bottom. And then what do I have left? Nothing on the bottom. And the top I have an M. So there we go. Done. There's nothing left on the bottom, so there's no square root on the bottom. You can leave the, or you can just write it, I think it's easiest to go back to that little bits and pieces on the top and on the bottom. Easiest. All right, that is it. Friday, I will be here from 11 to 12:30, and I'll just kind of open it up to go over anything anybody wants from any of the stuff. right? Maybe even like the unit 6, 7, 8.